Wagwan, Wagwan Collective. This is Rasta Gal, aka Angelic Empress. Welcome you to my channel. I am up and awake right now, Collective. The noise you'll hear would be just commotion in the back. I'm in my kitchen. That could be significant to this message. I'll tie that into it. Hope all is doing well on your Monday. I got a lot of, I'm getting to my message. I got a lot of channeling songs of love, Collective. I mentioned that before in my previous message of me feeling a lot of love energies. You could be also experiencing a lot of love frequency. You could be listening to love music frequency, or you're literally experiencing that in your energy or field. Maybe your heart's getting lighter. I don't know. Maybe you are healing your heart and your wounds and just traumatic situations. You're feeding that love. You're forgiving yourself. Possibly you're feeling a lot of sensual energies, Collective. Within yourself, about yourself, or it could be about a significant person. Okay, others could be feeling that way about you, Collective, towards you. You may be feeling that energetically. In the 5D realms. Okay. For you to feel it, intuitively, physically, Collective. Someone could be really, really thinking about you. They have just you on their mind. My gosh, all day, all night, just every minute, every second, every hour, Collective. You may have an admirer or admirers, and you don't even know it. I possibly do. Collective. Oh my gosh. Again, you could be, I don't know, just experiencing the conflict I mentioned before, as in like commotion just happening around you, but you're like la 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 in your own world. Just thinking about yourself, possibly focusing on yourself, improving yourself, Collective. It's all about being selfish about yourself, Collective. If you have to, or you may have removed yourself from people, places, and things, it just doesn't concern you anymore. Anybody's problems, anybody's chaos, anybody and how they feel about you. You could be getting resistance at the same time, just out of the blue. People are trying to just trigger you, poke at you, and energetically or physically, and on the 3D realms. And you're just like, it's not my problem. Like, however people feel about me or about you, Collective, it is not your problem. It's how you're feeling. Whoa, and that's how you should just go about yourself and your life moving forward. Let's get back into the love energy, though. You are possibly maybe doing a whole makeover. You're saying to yourself, okay, it's time. It is time to make a change. It is time to just change up some things about yourself, about your routine, your life, your schedule. You may be trying new things. Since I'm in my kitchen, you could be trying new foods. I don't know if you could be a chef, or you just like cooking as a hobby. You're just trying new things to incorporate on your taste palette. You're evolving your taste buds. You're evolving someone else's taste buds, because I'm telling you, these admirers, my gosh, the energy, it's in the energy of love. I'm feeling it, Collective. I am feeling it. I don't know about you. I am feeling My gosh. You're like, whoa. I'm seeing a picture here of cookies and parchment paper. They're like parchment paper and you're the cookie. Oh my gosh, collective. They want to be underneath you, over you. Collective, surrounding you. You're like their water. I need some water. Where's water? You are like their aqua. You know what I mean? They are thirsty. I'm pouring water right now for some for some tea. My children are home. My. They are thirsty for your love. And, you know, when you're in this energy, people are just thirsty for your energy, collective. I don't know. You could have faced, possibly still going through a lot of desperate, thirsty, energetic energies on a physical realm or a 3D realm, especially 5D realm. You may be seeing those energies in your dreams. They're being revealed even clearer, especially if you are drinking water and just adding extra healthy things to your life. Oh my gosh, I just walked in my house and saw this in one of my kids' room, a green light. So I don't know, you possibly will be giving someone the green light, or someone's giving you the green light energetically, spiritually, in regards to you stepping out of yourself, trying new things again, in regards to evolve, or for you to just experience or just feel within all your senses, your mind, body, spirit, and soul of life overall, with a significant other, or just with life overall with people. I heard my thing go off in my room. Yes, you're giving life another try. You're giving life another go with a fresher, perspective, positive spin or perspective this time around. You may be, not sure. But as in that partial paper and the cookies, like, you know how that goes into the oven, collective, and the partial paper protects the cookie from overheating, overcooking, pretty much getting burnt up, and it helps it to absorb and to cook well. Collective, this next connection you're coming encounters with, it may not be, it could be a big deal to you, as well as them being a big deal to you for themselves. But from the outside looking in, it could be a big deal as well. It depends on the person you're connecting with and just how their life is. But, you want to take your time with this connection, because partial paper is fragile, as well as the cookie batter. It can crumble. It can fall apart. I feel like this connection doesn't want to see that happen with you. They don't want you to crumble or to fall apart. They want you to be in perfect condition. They want you to be at perfect temperature. Someone's testing your temperature, collective, before anything is like a go, before that you give them the green light, or they get the signal some way, somehow, of having a green light, collective. They want to test your temperature. My gosh, energetically and spiritually and physically. But this partial paper protects the cookie. Okay, you are the cookie. The other energies, the partial paper, they want to protect you. Okay, whoever this may pertains to, you can relate. This is a general message. They want to protect you from the fire, collective. They want to protect you from the chaos and the commotion, or you want to do the same with them. It's supposed to be an equal give and take. It's supposed to be a equal exchange. You know, that's agreed upon, you know, mutually. And my gosh, collective, someone must like your skin, as in how soft it is, maybe how sweet it is, maybe how it feels, and just how it looks. You know what I mean? Someone probably likes a little mocha or cocoa in their cream or coffee, collective. They like their coffee a little, you know, melanin. Someone could be a little melanin in their skin. You know, someone likes different cultures, want to experience different ethnic backgrounds and cultures. Someone could be very open-minded, not closed-minded. This connection you come into could be of two different race of ethnic backgrounds. They could be very open, very willing, very understanding and respectful, loyal. They are very kind and sweet. Again, very overprotective. They will be overprotective over you, collective, because you're a cookie. You're also a tough cookie. You're not. You look soft and sweet, but you can be a tough cookie. My gosh. And they like that about you. They still want to protect you, though, from getting crumbled or you just falling apart. And even if that does occur, collective, I feel that that partial paper, that person wants to put you back together again. They want you to be solid. You know, a solid, tough cookie on the outside, but you're soft on the inside. And that's the part you possibly don't share with everybody. You could be very soft and tender and meek, but a lot of people won't be able to see that side of you or get to see that side of you because it's a privilege for that person or anybody to see that part of you, that vulnerability of you, that nakedness of you, collective. Okay, so whoever you're giving a green light to really has to be on your level energetically, physically, mentally, spiritually. They definitely have to be very respectful and open, you know, as in not open physically and in an essential way. I'm talking about open-minded, collective. They have to intelligently connect with you. I could be talking to some sapiens, sexual sapien individuals or a group that likes to be stimulated mentally, intellectually, not always physically, right? You could love tea. I'm making myself some tea. You also could love, why was I thinking of lilies? Okay, someone's name could be that, or you just like to, you speak your mind and the truth. You dish out the tea, collective. This person can be like that, or you can be like that. They can be meek, you know, and like very soft and to themselves, you know what I mean, very reserved. And you could be the one that spills the tea, you know what I mean, and still come off as graceful, but you definitely will let people know what is and what is not. You will definitely let people know, you know what I mean, just how you feel. Or you don't. You don't say nothing at all. You just keep moving forward. You don't waste your breath or time with nonsense, with any commotion, with any disturbance from anybody. You just continue to flow and, you know, move forward gracefully in your life. And that's how it should be. The songs that I mentioned to you in the beginning, The reason why I went so hard on, yeah, y'all gonna be going hard in your connection, not just physically, whoa, in an essential way, but in your individual lives. Y'all are gonna be going hard on yourselves, improving yourselves. Yes. In all areas of your life is what I was feeling. The download songs. I kept singing throughout my week. Bruno Mars, someone's name starts with a B or M. Mars. Wow, I was talking about love and I just said Mars, so I don't know. Momo. You could be enjoying the mimosas or you will with this person. Mars and Venus. My gosh. Those planets are significant. They might be in retrograde, I'm not sure. You could be coming encounters with someone from, they say women from Venus, men are from Mars. So something in that type of realm or just connection or stimulation, whatever. It's just something that's going on with those two planets within my message. And it could involve a connection. Okay. You could be someone to temper or to tame this person's, you could be their guilty pleasure, or you just could tame them and their temperament. You could tone it down. Vice versa, they could do that with you. If you are a hothead, you're sassy, or they are just very, they're very hot-headed. My gosh, collective. Good luck. Whoa. The songs again. I was hearing Lady Gaga. Someone's name could start with L or a G. The names I mentioned and the initials could stand for your first, middle, or last. But I kept hearing, if the world... Whoa, very off. That song, I will be next to you. If the world will end, I will be next to you. I just kept hearing that, and I kept singing the chorus, and I just kept hearing, I will be next to you. Ooh. That is the song. So, I don't know, it's just like this connection of Venus and Mars coming together, or just a connection overall. They want to be next to you. Even if the world was ending, they want to be next to you. My gosh, it's like that type of a dramatic connection, or just a connection that doesn't have to be dramatic, but just the world around can be dramatic, can be full of commotion. Around this person, maybe workplace, around this person's work life, around this person's life overall, or maybe not. That also can be vice versa with the female and male, or of the same sex connections. This is a non-gender message. Someone's name could be Ginger or my gosh, Ginger, yes. Or you could like ginger cookies or ginger tea. But collective, that's the song I kept hearing and I kept singing. So I have that channeling song down below in the description box. I also was hearing again from my previous message of that song. What is her name? Regina Flack. Someone's arc start for A or F. The park again. Sitting in the park, watching others do their thing. Do. I'll have that. That's the time I feel like making love to you. I kept hearing that, and it just like, it lights me up when I hear that song. Especially oldies. Someone could be born around that time. Born around in those times of when that music was out. Someone could just be old school, traditional in their character, mannerisms, just the way to go about things. I could be talking to an older generation or just someone that's older than the other person. There could be an age difference. Hopefully not too far from each other, but a little close. I would say from your 30s on up. I could be speaking in that range, age range of a connection coming together. Another song I kept hearing, I have to find it. I don't know who sings this song, but I was like hearing it from before, from my past messages, and it came up again constantly. I kept saying, tonight I need your sweet caress. Hold me in the darkness. That song. You relieve my sadness. So I don't know if this could be of a past energy trying to come through, along with a new, fresh energy that you're in, collective, and you're attracting. That could be that of an old energy. Again, I talked about thirsty, desperate, previous energies. Also wanting your attention. Or they want to be noticed. If you are ignoring someone you disconnected from recently, or you disconnected from someone from years, that has passed. That could be the song relating to that energy, or and you just heard plates in the background. I don't know, maybe in that past type of connection, it was very verbally and physically wicked, you know what I mean? Spiritually wicked. And you're moving forward to new connection and a new energy. And again, it makes you just feel like you want to just chill and relax in a park and watch the scenes and just embrace and enjoy the fresh air and the sunshine and life with yourself or with a significant other, with a group of people. The past energies, again, could be of that chaotic chaos that feels the way they feel, and it's not your problem anymore. Hopefully you have healed from that, or you're working on that, collective. Especially if the connection you disengage from, you moved away from, is fresh. Okay. Everybody's on different time levels and frequencies and situations. Everybody's situation's not the same. So again, that song could be of the past, or it could be of the present. How this person feels about you, wants to feel around you, especially, when the lights go out. When it talked about he was singing, man, I'm stuttering. You probably stutter around this person, or they stutter around you, of the past or present energy, new energy. But he said that one part, he said, as we're in a room, something like that. And he was like, as we bow down on our knees to heaven and pray. I don't know the chorus at all, and word from word, I don't know that song. I just heard that part. So someone could be on their knees praying for you, collective, definitely of the past energies you have dismissed from. This can stand for a broad range spectrum of people that's part, or just been in your past, you know what I mean, or of your present. That could stand for family, friends, lovers, just people you have encountered, you've cut away from. They could be on their knees praying because their life, things could be going on around their life you don't know about, or you're getting some nudges that things are occurring with the past people, however you dismissed yourself from, and how you felt at that time, whatever they have done or still is doing. I feel like they're going through a lot of chaos right now. Their life could be kind of chaotic, okay? Depends on how y'all departed and for what reasons. You had to separate yourself, collective. They could be going through some things. Okay. The spirit realm could be dealing with them on your behalf, is what I'm saying. They could be on their knees praying to heaven. Again, it could stand for those categories I mentioned just recently. You separated from. Confirmation. I don't know if you heard that. But yeah, you're just moving forward. And that's the energy I'm feeling. Claim that energy, and this message, if it pertains or relate to you, you're just in a new type of vibe, a new energy, just a new way of thinking and feeling and being, and that's creating portals. Definitely stay hydrated, stay up on your water intake, just stay hydrated with liquids overall. But yeah, you're opening up a portal. You're creating a new way of being, a new way of feeling, a new way of thinking, in spite of the chaos, in spite of what people feel and how they feel about you and what they say and do. You're creating a portal for yourself of peace. My gosh, let me say that again. Of peace, of true and pure and genuine, real, authentic happiness and love, collective. You're creating and calling in your soul tribe or soulmates. We have more than one soulmate, but if you specifically are praying for one, you want one specific, just someone to really, really treasure and love, and it's reciprocated between the two. Love from a specific person or just of a soul. That is like yours, collective. Trust me, they're praying for you too. They're feeling and searching and stretching out to you too, and you possibly are aligning with that frequency as you continue moving forward to meet that person to meet you one day within your life, this time within the 3D realms, collective. You continue to, again, love on yourself, be selfish, take care of you, treat others the way you want to be treated, because trust me, the way you treat others out here in this world with genuine love and kindness and just with authenticity, it will come back to you in different ways, in many forms, especially in this world we're living in. Okay? So continue to be, just your kind, authentic self, Don't let the world turn you cold. I'm not letting it turn me cold. We do go through our ups and downs in this world and that we're living in, called the Matrix. In this world that we're living in, called life, what I mean? But again, I feel, collective, you are, and your energy, just within your mindset and within your spirit and soul, you are switching up the dynamics. You're switching up the theories. You are switching up the frequency. You are switching up, the energies. You're calling in what you desire. You're calling in what you deserve. You're calling in and pulling in what you are. So it's really important for all of us individually and as a collective to continue to, again, better ourselves and work on ourselves as we are, because that's the energy, that we're calling in, the people we're calling in, the frequency we're calling in. So as we continue to work on our goals, it could be small, it could be big, we just have to start somewhere within ourselves to make that change. And my gosh, the ripple effects, you see the ripples, I don't know if you see the ripples, but it can turn to light, it can sparkle. These little specks sparkle, all of a sudden you're glowing because you're just making a change for your highest good. And people will notice it. Like minds, like spirits, like energies, like souls will notice your glow. And they will say, my gosh, you look so different. What's going on with you? You just got a glow about you, about your spirit, about your energy. I see it. I want it. I want some of that. I want to experience, or just I want to feel that way. I want to look that way. I want to just be in that energy, collective, that you assume, you know, and you give your pointers and tips, but it really just determines on the inner healing, you know, that we all need to do, or that you're working on right now, or that you are doing, you know, for you to have that glow, for you to shine, you know what I mean, in spite of what's going on around you or within you. You're still shining. Okay, you could be seeing fairies, collective. I don't know. You could be, you know, just wishing upon a star, or just having wishful thinking about things. You know, definitely try to just think positive things the best you can, especially when negativity comes in mind. You know, switch that, turn that around, tweak it to positive thinking. Like if you think something negative, you know, just be like, my outcome would be something positive in return. You know what I mean? Turn it around. Again, you could like lilies, as in flowers. Someone could be blessing you with lilies. Again, that could be one of your favorite flowers. My gosh. You know what surrounds themselves as an animal or species, which would be reptilians. Okay, you could be around or surrounded around reptilians, you know what I mean, that likes to just be trickery and snaky, you know what I mean. So you're seeing things, collective, for what it is, and you're seeing people for who they are, and the situation for what it is. And you're moving forward. You're floating on. You are growing within that muck and mud, and you're just blooming regardless. On time, you are going to bloom through all that, collective. Okay? Regardless who's around you, regardless what's going on, you're going to bloom, and in good timing, you're going to bloom on your own. Okay? And you're going to be beautiful. You're already graceful, but you're going to be even more graceful and just beautiful in moving forward with yourself and your energy and aura, your frequency within your life. Claim this message, collective. My gosh. And continue to pillow love in your heart and just move forward again in that energy of love for self, for sure. And forgive yourself, and try your best to forgive others, and continue moving forward. Again, what people do and say, how they have treated you or are treating you now is not your problem. Continue moving forward in love and in grace and in mercy for yourself. And you know, you could say to your higher realms, or to your higher self, have mercy upon these fools. Have mercies upon these reptilian and snakes. Have mercies upon whoever and whatever, these vamps, whatever, whoever, trying to harvest, take and steal, and or have stole, or, you know what I mean, just are trying to just manipulate and just throw in trickery, commotion, you know, within your energetic field, aura field, physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Just say to yourself, have mercy, Father God, upon the enemy. Okay? For they don't know what they're doing. And if they do know what they're doing, Father, have mercy, because they have to answer to you, Father. They have to answer to the universe, not to me. They can ask for my forgiveness, but who are they really asking forgiveness from? They're asking forgiveness from God. They need to. Okay. But you forgive and continue moving forward. And when you do that, collective, my gosh, you no longer harbor or hold on to resentment. You no longer harbor anybody else's bitterness and wickedness that they have projected on you. You let it go. And my gosh, you will feel so free-minded. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Because they're colorblind. You know, they're blind to whatever they're doing. They're shallow. Okay, and vogue could be significant. Someone's name could start with the E or letter V. But you know, you're moving forward in regards of the shallowness, you know what I mean, of their heart and soul being hollow, collective. You're moving forward full of soulful, loving, authenticity, you know what I mean, energy. And again, continue to free your mind. Continue to free your mind and doing positive, fresh and new things that, you know, you want to create or invent, you know what I mean, that you're working on. You know, you're creating a new person within yourself. You're doing a new within yourself, a new thing. Again, collective, just from that Bruno Mars song and Lady Gaga singing along with him, that was based on that movie, The Joker. So, you know, you're done, collective. I'm stuttering because you're tired of dealing with jokers in your life and, you know, people that just have masks. You know, you are ripping off. You're making it fall off by spilling the tea, speaking your truth, standing your ground, and still be full of compassion because it's your strength. And, you know, joker energies and connections you may have encountered or you're currently in or you have dismissed from all areas of your life. You know, while their world is ending, yours is beginning, collective. And they're going to just have to sit and watch you at the park. You know what I mean? Doing your thing with the next one. That you're in tune with. I'm telling you, people want to be stalkish and spying and grimy and nasty towards you because you see who they truly are and who they are by them wearing a mask around the world or wearing all kinds of masks or being involved in masquerades, connections, you know, that you no longer want to be a part of. So yeah, collective, let those jokers, you're not saving nobody from prison. You're not saving nobody out of their misery. You're not saving nobody out of just any bullshit. You're letting them sit in it. You're letting it marinate on their behalf, but not with you, collective. So yeah. Misery loves company. You're just no longer going to be anyone's company to their misery. My gosh. Thank you so much for tapping into this message. I hope it raised your vibes. It uplifted you and encouraged you. It made you think. You know, it gave you food for thought. It filled your soul and spirit. Again, my message are very intunitive, so I leave it for your higher self. And I also want to and always want to elevate and awaken your consciousness and awareness. Okay. Thank you again, collective, for tapping in, listening. Stay tuned for more messages. Check out those musics down below. In regards to this message, it may have a message for you. And if you would like anything as in services, that information will be down below as well. It's also in my bio. If you'd like to know anything about me, check my biography. And till next time, stay tuned for more messages. This is Rasta Gal, aka Angelic Empress. Free your mind, collective, and the rest will follow in love, okay, and in light. Moving forward. Take care and peace.